Welcome to the fifth video in our Mindfulness series. We would like to talk today about whether we are these temporary bodies that we currently have. Many of the problems that we experience while we are in this world are connected to the temporary nature of the body. We all will experience old age, diseases, and death of this body sooner or later. It is said that mindfulness can help a person become more self-aware. But who is the self? Who am I? If we want to find solutions to the problems that we face in this world, it is very important that we consider, who am I? Am I this temporary body, or do I exist beyond the duration of this body? The purpose of our existence will greatly depend on the answer to this important question. For many centuries, we can observe in the language that has been used to describe the experience of death how people viewed the identity of the person. Those who had some type of spiritual or religious connection in their life often would use language such as the person has passed on, or the person has left, the person has gone somewhere else, perhaps to be with God. Such types of references suggest and imply that there is a continuum of personhood, of a continued existence beyond the duration of this body. On the other hand is a different worldview that has become very popular in the last 150 years and that has been promoted by some leading scientists. It is the idea that all we are is chemicals, and that chemicals somehow combine to create life. That the person's presence in the body has not brought life to the body, but somehow life has mysteriously come from another source. And that when the body dies and does not show any symptoms of life anymore, I am also finished. In fact, according to this theory, it is suggested that we will never exist again. But if it is our natural condition to cease existing, then why do we struggle so much with death? Why does a person feel completely unnatural about not existing? Now let us take a look and see what science has discovered in the last few decades. I will be reading a few quotes and post the references to these quotes in the comments below. Studies at the Oak Ridge Atomic Research Center revealed that about 98% of all the atoms in a human body are replaced every year. You get a new suit of skin every month and a new liver every 6 weeks. The lining of your stomach lasts only 5 days before it is replaced. Even your bones are not the solid, stable structures you might have thought them to be. They are undergoing constant change. The bones you have today are different from the bones that you had a year ago. The next quote is about the brain. Many people believe that a person is the brain or some part of the brain. You may be one of them. If so, the following might astound you. Recent studies on the turnover of the molecular population within a given nerve cell have indicated that their macromolecular contingent is renewed about 10,000 times in a lifetime. In other words, the matter making up each brain cell is completely renewed every 3 days. Your brain, that mass of matter which is contained in your skull today, is not the same brain that was in your skull last week. Experts in this area of research have concluded that there is a complete 100% turnover of atoms in the body at least every 5 years. In other words, not one single atom present in your body today was there 5 years ago. These findings are unfortunately not taught in many schools, nor are they discussed much at all in public. When we consider this carefully, then we will see that the body has been constantly changing from a baby body to a child body, to an adolescent body, to an adult body, and to an old person's body. And all the atoms in my body have been replaced many, many times, yet I am still here. I remember things that have happened decades ago. I feel that I am still the same person, although the body has changed so many times over all these years. How is this possible if I was just the chemicals that change all the time in the body? There are also other things to consider in relation to our identity, such as people having near-death experiences and small children having memories of places and people that must have come from a previous life. In summary, we would like to suggest that we consider this subject matter very carefully. Nothing is more important than who we are. If we have a case of mistaken identity, then we will almost surely be pursuing false goals as well. There is a famous saying that virtually all suffering in this world is because people misidentify themselves and others as their temporary bodies. Thank you very much.